All right, so I got a little ahead of myself and all excited about putting this back together. And everybody who does this for a living, if they're watching this, they're already laughing their butts off because I put this into here first, but it's held together here. So what I really need to do is I need to put a swab of grease here. And I'm going to slide all of this in to the nose housing. And I'm going to drop this down here. And this goes together super easy, ordinarily, because you're just putting that sleeve bearing into there. And then you're getting 2 holes to line up here. So now I'm going to put these screws in. And that holds the whole armature assembly secured into the nose section of this. And so it's just a pair of screws with lock washers. Probably would have been good to Loctite it, but in the interest of this rebuild, getting this video made, I'm not going to mess with that. But if you've got some Loctite, a little bit of Loctite on the threads to augment the lock washers, it's never a bad thing. Keep crap from falling apart in here. So get these tightened up. Now we have all of that back in here, and you'll notice there's your gear, and if I turn it backwards, it's gonna work its way back up, and then once the motor starts spinning, it retracts itself. So now all of this is done, and I'm back to retracting these brushes so that I can put everything together. And I'm going to pull that one up and secure it, and I'm going to pull this one up. Can I secure it? Some of these, because of where this because of where your opening here is, some of them are easier than others to retract and get them pulled up out of the way. See that one right there, except I dropped the whole hook in it. So this one I pull all the way up, bend my coat hanger over there. That's holding. That's a cotton swab, not a hook. So now I get this one here. I'm going to pull him up. Get that bent over there. Now, see that one there wants to keep putting itself back where it was. I don't like that. So now, fully retracted. I'm going to do that there. So now all but one of these are retracted. I'm going to use my chopstick. Pull this one back like that. Now, in theory, this will simply drop right in here. And you'll notice, unlike when I was doing this the first time, it went in the first time. Now I've got to go back to where I made my marks on the side. And see, I've got my 2 Sharpie marks. And that way I know that everything is clocked properly. And I'm going to start a couple of these screws so that things don't fall apart on me. And again, I am bypassing showing any Loctite. I'm just got the lock washers going here. So now we're back to pulling these out. You'll see I'm having to straighten it and then work these around. Just to get those little hooks out from under the arms for the bushings. And if I can use my bamboo here to get these pried up just a touch. That also helps. There we go. So now, if I come up here and do a quick check, turning on the starter here, I look down in there and things will turn, and we will go check it out in a few minutes. But now it's a matter of putting some screws back in here. Remember, if anything doesn't fit easily, something's off. So these are screwing right on down quite easily. Not sure why that guy's giving me any amount of resistance there. That's a little better. So that means my case was clocked ever so slightly. If you're hearing a large noise, that's one of the kids coming home. Nothing to be alarmed about. Oops. And this is the not so exciting part of watching me put 4 machine screws back into the body. All right, those are secured. So now we want to put this dust cover back on so that it can do its job. And often these have a little notch to where they clear the stud there. This one does not seem to have that. So you're going to lay it in here and it's spring loaded. You're just going to pull up the little catch, pop it into place, slide it down to where it bottoms out on the bottom of the casing. You are done. This thing, so maybe I want to take this and rotate it so it's not potentially up against the block. See, there, it's been rotated. So now, ready to bolt it back up and reattach my starter wire. So let's go out and test it and make sure that it works. Use my truck battery to give it a quick test. We put it all back together. I'm going to hold it down here because the torque will make it spin. I watch the gear come out and engage, and you can hear it. It spins up really nice. So we're done. We've got us a good starter here, and we can take it back out and reinstall it.
Oh.
And that's it for our Lycoming starter refresh. It's not quite a rebuild. I did not replace any brushes because these will be good for quite a while, but it is a cleaning and relubing, and as you saw, once done so, it spun right over, so I expect this to be starting an engine this weekend. Exactly how long we took, I don't know. I have not edited the video, but I can say that start to finish, we've spent maybe an hour, and that includes moving between locations and going out and testing it. So, as you saw, only 3 real parts to this, something very doable by you if you haven't tried it, or if you're worried about doing so, just remember to take pictures as you take things apart so it all goes back together right where it was. So, thank you for watching this episode of Wings, Wheels, and Feet. Until next time, have a good flight, have a good drive, or have a good run. This is Andrew. Thanks.